Hey everybody, Connor Riley here with Mike Griffith doing Dogs in the Draft, previewing where many of the hopefuls from the 2021 National Championship Georgia Bulldogs hope to land in the upcoming 2022 NFL Draft. And today we're talking John FitzPatrick, a guy who was not exactly the most productive member of the Georgia team this past season, but a guy who I think has a good chance at finding an NFL home. Again, did not produce a ton of stats, was a very valuable blocker, and I think that ability is going to translate to the next level and make him, I think, potentially even a draftable player. And if you have questions about that, I think you only need to look at a previous Georgia tight end, Charlie Warner, who similarly had levels of production that would not make you think that he was an NFL player. But by doing all the great things off the field that John FitzPatrick does, by being a high character guy, playing special teams, I think he's going to provide value to an NFL team, even if he never emerges as, say, the pass catcher that a Brock Bowers did this past season for Georgia. But John FitzPatrick is absolutely going to play a role in the NFL for some team, and it would not surprise me in the slightest to see him latch on with an NFL franchise.
Yeah, you can't coach size, Connor. 6'7", 250, and FitzPatrick, when he's needed to, has produced. You go back to that Peach Bowl with JT Daniels when the Dogs were down 21-10 in the fourth quarter. 4 catches, 41 yards, really integral on that final drive as Georgia was able to come from behind to beat an undefeated Cincinnati team. But John has spent most of his time blocking. We saw that on display in the Orange Bowl. I thought he was key, with some combo blocks on those highly touted Michigan defensive ends, Hutchinson's and Jabo. And I thought Fitz really kind of, took those guys out. And yet this is a guy also playing with broken bones in his feet. I mean, you just don't hear about this. 4 games in, FitzPatrick realizes that he had a broken bone, the 5th metatarsal, and this is something that would require surgery. But rather than shutting it down and making sure that he's able to go to the Senior Bowl, go to the NFL Combine, he plays through it well aware that he's going to need surgery after the season and that would likely affect his draft stock. So I guarantee you that teams know who John FitzPatrick is. I think his recovery timetable would put him back on the field in June. I think John FitzPatrick has a chance to be drafted, and if Fitz gets picked, I think Georgia could set a new NFL draft record with 15 guys selected in the NFL draft.